And here is Martin. Martin coming home. Was born here in Oakland, then moved to Stockton, California, and he gets 4 yards on the first running play for the Bucks. They got breathing room here. Here is Doug Martin. Martin going to the outside, and with a little juke gets a first down before a time on Branch knocks him away, and another flag is down. So that would be a 12-yard gain pending the
Personal
call.
foul, unnecessary roughness, horse collar tackle, number 33, defense.
How about this?
Penalty,
Tyvon Branch, the strong safety, with a personal foul, tacking on more yards here.
They're going to get Tyvon Branch with a horse collar, gets his hands in the pads of Doug Martin, and he's going to make a yank down. The league is on that one as well, and an undisciplined Raiders thus far, and Dennis Allen clearly doesn't like that call.
Penalties. Second down and 8. Freeman dumps it off to Martin. And Martin runs into a couple of stone walls there, led by Michael Huff. Down at 20. And here is Martin. And Martin brings it out to the 15, and that will be the last play of the first quarter. Hand off to Martin, gets some room, and Doug Martin with a first down to the 20, showing the tremendous speed as the rookie from Boise State, and picking up 13.
Well, Doug Martin says, I don't need Carl Nix. You see Seymour driving Zutah back, but it doesn't matter. They don't put an edge on the ball, and this kid has tremendous vision. Philip Wheeler gets stuck inside. Doug Martin will make you pay if you aren't on your job because he's got tremendous vision.
As do the Raiders, for that matter. Freeman. And Freeman completes the pass to Doug Martin. Swinging out to Martin. And Martin going out of bounds.
From Clark.
Second down and 3, and Doug Martin first down and nearly broke another tackle as he carries it out to the 36, picking up 9 more yards. Lamar Houston, who blocked a kick, made the tackle here.
And look at this balance. I mean, I think that's the one thing you see with him. He's only 5'9", but people just bounce off him. He's strong. And we talked about that balance with him. We said anything that you attribute that to. He said a lot of work in the weight room, and then, you know, by the way, I was a breakdancer as a kid. I think that breakdancing helps that balance.
Boy, and he can never do that. First down at the 36 of Tampa Bay. They go again to Martin, and Martin dives forward and gets about nearly 8 yards. Here's Martin, straight ahead, Doug Martin. And Doug Martin is going to score in his hometown. Here's a little breakdancing there. 45-yard run by Doug Martin, coming back home on a spectacular run up the middle and then outracing the secondary.
And watch the burst. First of all, the vision, then he hides back there. Remember, he's only 5'9", and then once he gets out there, pure speed, outrunning Tyvon Branch, who can get it himself. That's outstanding running. We saw him bust out versus Minnesota last week. His head coach challenged him, can you do it consistently, particularly at your hometown? And the answer is yes thus far.
And Doug Martin hit at the line and gets a few extra yards as he works his way. 33. They go to Martin. Martin off the left side, breaks a tackle, and here's Martin again. Inside the 20. And Martin will get in for the touchdown. The first one was 45 yards. This one's 67 for Doug Martin. And Giordano is hurt and on the field, injured for the Raiders.
You've got young running backs all across America going out and starting to break dance right now, because if it's working for Doug Martin, it's working for them. And let me tell you something, he had his bust-out game last week. Again, his coach challenged him. You did it one week, can you do it again? My goodness, has he delivered.
174 yards in the game. And there is the injured Matt Giordano, the free safety, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have outscored the Raiders here in the third quarter with 3 touchdowns. And Connor Barth trying to make it a Great numbers. 10 days, 14 third quarter. Last week, it was a week ago Thursday actually, Martin with a big game with great numbers, 214 total yards, including 135 rushing and a pair of touchdowns. And he has not let up at all. 10 days later, again playing on the road, 17 carries, 174 yards, and 2 touchdowns, a career mark.
You look at this last run, again, right up the middle. Missed tackles by the Oakland Raiders, and this guy, Doug Martin, he'll make you pay when you miss a tackle because he can go the distance as he's done twice today. You see him, he hides behind that line at 5'9", and then strength. He's a bowling ball. He's 215 pounds, chiseled muscle, and he can get it.
When he came into our room yesterday to talk to us, he had a smile on his face, a happy, sincere smile, and it never left his face the whole time.
I can tell you, as a player in this league, when you get a chance to go home, everybody always tries to tell you, oh, it's just another game. It's not another game. You want to show off in front of your friends and family. He's got 90 of them there here today, and he's showing off in good fashion.
Martin, by the way, gained 143 yards on 9 carries in the third quarter. Picks up where he left off. Breaks a tackle. Trying to outrace the defender, and he will! 70 yards this time. A rushing performance for the ages for the rookie Doug Martin.
And where does it go? Where does it start? Right up the middle once again. Carl Nix is gone. No problem, Doug Martin says, because I got you. And my goodness, as he coming home in unbelievable fashion. This young man, the rest of the league better watch out. They were all laughing at those Ray Rice comparisons a couple weeks ago. Not anymore.
So a 70-yard touchdown run. He had a 67-yarder in the third quarter, as well as a 45-yard touchdown scamper. And it's 34-17, Connor Barth with the extra point. And so the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, sparked by their phenomenal rookie running back, who has gained 244 yards on 18 carries, again reached that 34 mark that they had in the last 3 games and have widened their lead again. And Doug Martin getting the call, and Doug Martin with a first down, getting to the 10. Branch bringing him down, but another first down. It'll be 1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
And where did they go? Right into the teeth of the defense again, right down the gut. Right by Tommy Kelly, right by Miles Burris. Doug Martin does not go down by arm tackles. You've got to put a body on this young man.
1st and goal at the 9. Here's Doug Martin. Martin is going to dive close to the goal line and shy of the touchdown. Branch prevented the touchdown. Martin has scored 3 already today. And the Raiders will call a timeout. They will have 1 left.
And he's been phenomenal. He's been following that guy, Eric Lorig, all day long. Eric Lorig has been one of the heroes because he's opening a lot of these big holes, and you give this guy a little space, you're going to make a lot of yards. And that's what Doug Martin's done all day long.
And again, we go back to the beginning when you talked about the loss of the Pro Bowl guard, Carl Nix, and really the key to the great running that the Buccaneers have had this year. 2nd down and goal from the 1, and here is Martin, touchdown! Doug Martin coming back to his hometown of Oakland, scoring 4 touchdowns for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who now lead it 41-32, and that is a team record. 4 touchdowns rushing.
Set up by that man, Ahmad Black, and you see Ernest Biner, the former great running back in the league, the running back coach for the Buccaneers, giving a little dap to his protege, Doug Martin.
Connor Barth.
2 more from some point.
What about
the Buccaneers? And
2 points for Tampa Bay, and the Buccaneers have scored 38, 28, 36, and now 42 points, John, in their last 4 games.
Well, we told you in the open, nobody's been better offensively the last month than the Buccaneers, and they did nothing to lessen that today. Have exploded for 42 more points, 535 yards. This offense is on fire.
298 rushing yards, 265 from Martin alone. And it's hard to believe that it was a 10-7 game at halftime.
So much for the low-scoring affair we had going on. They said, let's score some points, and Doug Martin led the charge.
But you know, we talked about some of the big plays. You call them explosive, but you know an explosive play when you see one that we had in the first half. And I asked you, what about the second half? And you said, we're going to see more of the same. And we did. Did we ever?
That's what these teams do.
And that'll do it. And the game is over, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have their first win ever here in Oakland as they defeat the Raiders 42-32 and go to 4-4 on the year, coming home next week against the San Diego Chargers. Doug Martin with a brilliant game. A lot of heroes in this one. We'll be back here in Oakland after these messages.